Assassin's Creed Origins is releasing this October, and they just recently showed off a 19-minute gameplay video. I'm going to give our impressions. They showed a side quest called What's Yours is Mine. The side quest starts in the middle of the game, near the pyramids, and you're attacking thieves. So, Mo, what was your impression of the gameplay video?
Well, we both saw it in 4K, right? So
correct, yeah. It was available in 4K, so I did watch it, see what the big deal about 4K is.
Watched it in 4K. I don't know. I mean, it felt generic to me a little bit. I hate to say it. The setting is amazing. I'll say that much. The whole Egypt setting, going through tombs, and you can use certain things that you were other like the torch. When they brought out the torch, I didn't know that you could use that as an actual weapon. Set it down, use fire arrows. That's pretty impressive. I know that there's been stuff like that done before, but to incorporate that it's something it didn't have in the previous titles. I don't remember ever seeing a torch or being able to use elements that you already have around you and use them as a weapon. I thought that was pretty impressive to introduce to the series. I don't know. I'm after watching the whole video, I was like a day one buyer. Now I'm on the fence after watching it. So that's where I'm at right now. I don't know if it's a day one for me anymore. It's not to say that it looks terrible or anything. I think I'm just gonna wait for reviews, and I'm gonna go that route.
I am the same way. I was sort of I know it's a side quest, so it's a side quest. They did announce that side quests are about 15 to 30 minutes, and they have over 100. They said hundreds types of side quests.
Yeah.
They have their own little unique little storyline. And they did say at the beginning of the video, and you played a lot of the almost every single console Assassin's Creed game, correct?
I have, yes, except for one, but that was number 3, and I played every other single one other than that. So
they did mention about if you leave an investigation area that you fail a quest, or does that happen in previous games? They said that doesn't happen here, but in previous games it did.
Yeah, it completely did. Mm-hmm. So it desyncs you basically.
Okay. So that is, I'm actually excited, but
that's a good change. That's a positive change.
So full disclosure, I've only played the first Assassin's Creed game. I don't have anything against the series. Just I played it. It was okay. I didn't feel it lived up to its potential. What they hyped up, I know the second one was great, and I've heard about the other ones being incredible games. So I haven't had a chance to really experience, but I got really excited when they found out the Egyptian theme.
Yeah.
When they announced that at E3, I love world history. That's one of my favorite time periods. Egyptian history, the pyramids. So it got me really excited. And E3, that footage that they showed, even though they went back where there's a glare on the TV that they showed. Fucking dumb shits. What the fuck were you thinking? They had that glare. Oh, don't worry about the glare. It's 4K. It looks incredible. I was still excited, but after this gameplay video, again, I understand there's a side quest. I was sort of let down. I don't know if it's too slow, but again, I haven't played any of the games since the first one.
Yeah.
I've seen all the E3 reveals that looked faster. This one looked like a lot of open space.
Yeah.
And I know that the gameplay was edited. They did say it is edited for time. But even with that, the battle, the melee, they try to talk about, you need to pay attention what the enemy is. They did say on the side quests, all the side quests are built for how you want to play it. If you want to do melee, which that's me, a hack and slash, I go in there, spray and pray. You can do long range or stealth. Mm-hmm. And that's how it was. When you go in the caves, you can go at the bottom, you can go long range, you can stealth. So that I do like. But yeah, I was sort of let down as well with the gameplay. Again, side quest, it's not the main quest.
Yeah.
What has been your experiences with Assassin's Creed series?
Well, the one problem that they did talk about, the desyncing if you go out of the whole mission area, that was a huge freaking problem for me sometimes. Just because I wouldn't even run that far out into the actual mission area, and it would make me restart from a particular, part. That it didn't need to happen because I was still like, literally like 2-3 steps away from the mission area, and it would fail me. And that was happening in Syndicate. So I was playing Syndicate when that was going on. So
Was that the last?
yeah, that was the last one.
Last one. 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. So fixing that problem, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I expected more out of it. It did look a little sluggish to me, like as far as the keeping you like into the actual game, the way that they, doing mission to mission to mission. I'm like, dang, you're talking to like 3 of these kids, and just to get to one of the kids is a freaking like actual. I don't need to be digging in the dirt to find like this kid because that's what he was doing. Is like moving blocks and shit
To find a dog.
Yeah, to find
To find a dog.
like,
It's a lot of fucking work for a dog.
I'm just like, I don't need to do all this. This is kind of a lot.
How was the gameplay in the previous Assassin's Creed games? Has it always been that type of slow combat? Again, I'm used to Shadow of Mordor, and that was fast, smooth.
Fast. I remember the combat in Syndicate was fluent. I remember it being a little bit faster, trying to get from rooftop to place to place. That's what took most of the time. But I don't know. I wasn't wowed. That's the thing. I wasn't wowed, and I'm just gonna hold off. I'm gonna wait and see where it goes off. There's just too for them releasing what I saw today in that month of a clusterfuck month is tough. I think it's gonna be tough, especially after seeing this now. So,
That clusterfuck of a day.
yeah, all together. But
October 27th, Wolfenstein 2.
you got The Evil Within 2 coming out
That
in
month,
October?
yeah, October 13th,
It's
Evil
just-
Within 2, South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
And then you got Shadow of War
Yep.
that month. But on that day, on release day, it has Mario Odyssey,
Yep.
Wolfenstein 2, and Assassin's Creed Origins. October's fucking packed.
And I'm picking up 2 of the games out of that lineup and leaving the third one out, which I already guess I have to get Wolfenstein. And I already pre-ordered for Mario. I haven't played Mario in a long time. That game, the mechanics looks amazing. This was supposed to be the change of mechanics that we were looking for in
Yes.
Assassin's Creed. I'm not seeing it, so I'm just gonna hold off. I'm gonna wait.
This will be one that I will wait for reviews.
Yeah.
And I was so in, like, the last time this happened, where I was so in, like, a game, like, for a while. So since E3, I was thinking I'm getting Assassin's Creed. It was going to be day one.
Yeah.
Because I was going to get Mario Odyssey, Xbox One X. But Assassin's Creed was a guarantee probably for my birthday or Christmas. Trying to get the wife to get me that game. But, yeah, after seeing that video. But the last time this happened was No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I was so excited and jacked up for that game for over a year, like a year and a half. I was so jacked up for this game, and then once the reviews started coming in, I'm like, that's not my type of game.
Wow.
That's not what I thought it was going to be. I am not going to pick it up. I haven't been that excited for a game that I did not buy in a long time. Assassin's Creed, I wasn't that jacked up I was for No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
But I was like, I've only played the first Assassin's Creed. They're going Egypt. I want to see what's happened the last 8 years. Yeah, I don't remember when the first one. I think it was 2007, 2008 maybe, when the first one came out. And see what I've missed, and see how it's evolved, how it's changed. And the Egyptian theme is just, there's a lot of space. It looked slow to me. I know the combat they did the melee at towards the end. So yeah, I was just curious what you thought of it.
And
that's what the previous games has
That's
been.
a 30-minute mission, and we only sat for 18 of it. I was done.
Yeah, so that was on the long end, because they did say side quests range from 15 to 30 minutes. That was a 19-minute video, heavily edited.
Yeah.
You could tell a lot of parts was edited. But they did have that puzzle. Did they have those in the previous games, which they did not show in the video? They didn't want to ruin the puzzle.
There was a couple of puzzles,
But at the end, there was like a tablet that you'd be able to gain experience points. Was that in the previous games? You can.
No, there were different puzzles. Like I remember in I don't remember if it was Black Flag or one of them where, you know, they had the Adam and Eve puzzles and all that stuff. You had to, like, figure out this particular number to that. Oh, it's Black Flag. That one had a lot of history puzzles and shit like that they put in the game to kind of break up that gameplay. If you're going after them, you don't have to go after them. But I didn't really pay too much attention to the whole puzzle part. I was starting to get bored. I really was.
I was too a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when I saw the Monster Hunter trailer and them showing, I was not bored. I was like, okay, they got to go back, do this, do that. The fighting continued. They showed like I was not bored. This one I was a little bored. That's just me though. I mean,
I was a little bored. But you Assassin's Creed, you've been there. You played all the games except one. I've only played the first one. But this is the one I thought I was gonna be back in. I do like the sandstorms being random.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That I did forget about that.
But I do like that. They said the tablets I'd be able to find. So you're going to want to search the world.
Yeah.
That I actually did enjoy. Trying to find all the nook and crannies. They did say they're trying to be respectful with the architecture as well, with where the tombs are located. But again, it is a side quest. We understand that. That is not the full game. I was impressed. I did enjoy what I saw at E3 when they showed one of the missions types, but it wasn't that long of a video. We'll see, but that's one game that I will wait for reviews. So the reviews will probably decide if I'm picking up Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, and to add to the fact, we saw it in 4K. I'm just not impressed of spending $500 for that.
I was actually...
I was not impressed. I watched it from my 4K television. I put it on. He told me.
I did. I told him watch it in 4K.
Watch it in 4K. I went home and did that. No. Just, I'd rather it be running at a smooth 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's all I care for. I don't even care about 4K. That would be impressive to me. Just run everything at 60 frames per second on every system, every game. That's all I care for. Fuck the 4K. I didn't see, like, I was just...
I was not impressed.
No.
As well.
But then again, then in my head, I was saying, maybe it's just for this game. Maybe it just... I hope...
It did say work in progress.
Yeah, it was work in progress.
It did say work in progress on the bottom right.
True. But I'm hoping that the polishing for people who are spending the money for the 4K, especially in this game and so forth...
This guy.
That it's super polished, because it... I don't know.
I don't know if it's the theme, like the Egyptian, if that really brings out...
The vibrant colors or so forth.
The 4K.
Yeah. And going into caves.
Because the color palette was the same, again, in that level. And then even the other, what they showed in E3, it's the same color palette.
I don't know.
Throughout with that sun.
I was just not impressed overall.
And that might be a discussion for another day, as in what the GameStop Expo is actually at the end of this month, and they are going to have an Xbox One X to play.
Yep.
And I'm actually very interested and intrigued of how it will look.
Yeah.
If 4K will actually make a difference.
Gamescom is also coming, so that's like what, in... I forgot the date. November, September, one of those time frames.
Gamescom, I think that's in August.
Oh, that's right. I will be on
month.
vacation. That's why I keep forgetting about it. I'll be on vacation that week.
We're going on a cruise.
Yeah, I gotta get out.
True. Get out of Vegas.
Yeah, I gotta get out for a little bit. And they say that they're gonna have some new announcements there too. So. We'll see how that goes, and maybe they showcase more and more, and before the game gets released, and more polishing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
IGN, again, they're going to have their first, I think it's Assassin's Creed month. They're going to be showing a lot of videos, so I'll be interested and intrigued. The Shadow of War, I like that in 4K, that they showed at E3.
Oh, yeah.
So that was in 4K. That looked beautiful, but Assassin's Creed, I was not that impressed with 4K. So I'm very intrigued of what news will come out at these expos at Gamescom and the GameStop Expo of if it starts to look like Assassin's Creed Origins, that's when I might be a little hesitant. I'm still right now, day one, Xbox One X. That's my mind. I'm about 80-20. 80% I'll pick it up, 20% not after Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
we'll see what the other games. But that is our take on the Assassin's Creed Origins 19-minute gameplay video. Please let us know in the comments below what your impressions were.